for this tea break. And we continue to cultivate the art of self-love. We are going to explore the word appreciate. And with that, may I say I appreciate that you contributed, the viewer or viewers, and for your likes and subscribing, of course, and to let me know that appreciate is a word that means something to you. So thank you for the viewer in particular who made that contribution or suggestion, and for any of you out there who would like to see the numerical exploration on it, let's just do it. Feel free. This is my joy. Okay, so that said, may I welcome all subscribers, all viewers, all contribution, and just being here. It's just the wonderful thing. I haven't got my cup to have my tea. Okay, so anyway, let's say let there be light. I remember to bring this light. Oh, I love the way it's reflecting on here now, this one. So let there be light, and there was light. And you know what? I've got to get my cup, because how can you have a tea break without tea? This is just not on. Before we move on, let's have a tea break. Of course, I hope you've got your cup, or teas, your fruit, whatever it is, so we can indulge. Because why? We're about to break the law of silence. I often speak of the gods that we are the embodiment of, and so we invite or ignite their presence within us in this presentation, which we are going to explore the word appreciate inside, and that's why we say let there be light. Okay, so these were the words in the Bible of Genesis chapter 1 verse 3, and which says let there be light, and there was light. I often put this up to see, or to show rather, that the numerical values are not done by chance, that the book, the Holy Bible, which you are the Holy Bible, actually is that it's an external representation of who you are. That's why we learn to spell, we often ask to mind our words, to really be mindful of the words we speak, because they carry vibration, they carry colors, they carry intonation, they carry certain energies. This is how we create. And so this is a create. Of course, the word ATE, which we are exploring, is in create. So this is why we have, like the tongue is said, it's like the double-edged sword that of course carries both good and bad, if you like. And we, as we decode the codes within us, is that we have a responsibility of how we place this, put things in order. It's like you put your house in order, and likewise our words in order. So all these letters on here, for instance, you don't necessarily see a word apart from that I have begun putting things in order, in the sense of having abbreviations to say jazz and bucket, luck, development, new, fox, gypsy journey, headquarters zone, and inland revenue. But that was because as well that people over time have put things in order, and we have learned through that and learn how to spell and learn how to read, and I'm able to use these abbreviations. So in the first spell, it was let there be light, and because we have been given such a wonderful tool of numerology, we can see how the order had been put in place, everything really in perfect order. It's just that we had not learned how to tap or activate those codes. So we are talking about appreciate, and I am so appreciating your presence. I'm going on. Okay, before I depreciate, I better go on with the appreciate. There we go. Appreciate. I did the numerical value, and it is okay. So you've seen this, but I've pointed this out just to refresh your mind. Of course, this is where everything becomes new with the number 5, because 5 is a key. I'm going to the appreciate. It's okay. I'm coming with it. But 5 is the key. that unlocks. You go in and you go out. And this is what it is right here. And of course, this number 5 even equals, I think, the uterus, the pyramid, and all of those things. This is where it says you are in Christ, you're a new creature. So all this here is that newness. It's the vault, it's the vortex. Okay, so appreciate. I just thought I would say that. APPRECIATE. It's always, and it's like, so I haven't really looked at the word in a way that I normally would. I don't even know about normally, but I felt it was best that we just look at it fresh, because I love to do that when I'm doing the presentations, because things, I don't know, there's something about the board being on this side as well that, you know, things come, they jump at me. Okay, so because I can see the I here and it's already saying I ate. I'll something see, I see, I ate, you know. These are the things that we have to go to the childlike way of saying. It's like breaking down a word in syllables. And if we remember how we learn to join words together, to change an I into an E or vice versa, or to change that, then you get to understand the, you know, what the bedrock of the word is. So, and now we have apps. Let's have some fun with this, because there is so much to appreciate about the word appreciate. So may I say again, thank you for such a wonderful word, because I think too often we forget to express our appreciation. And so, having said that, I really want to let you know that I appreciate your contribution here. And I hope you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to this channel, and of course smash that notification bell so you'd know when I'm uploading a video next time, and so we can grow together, because we are united souls. Okay, so appreciate. So we have it. Of course, it's the past tense of it. And I. And I'm saying that we have app. So let's just look at this. You know, app. Was it the apple? That they, you know, that was appreciated so much that one felt like eating it, that it would not be depreciated, but more appreciated. So, and I was saying, too often we go through life not appreciating or expressing our appreciation enough. So, and here we have, when we see RE, people, when we see RE, like we know we use this as an abbreviation as well, but this is like saying regarding. Regarding is always taken into consideration beginning and end. When you use the RE, this is 9, this is 5. It's like the gods are right there, the 14 gods. You always have to make a connection with the gods, because they are like the foundation. They're the caduceus. They are the medicine. Now, having the medicine, people, we must remember it's not always delicious. No, but it's with the intent that it will make you better. It will make you stronger. It will make you feel worthy, or give you more sense of life, that you can continue to make better decisions. Yes, it represents the serpents, but often it's when we interfere wrongly, we are told it can be dangerous. But of course, if it wasn't dangerous, we probably would be taking the P. Okay, well, often we do. So let's go back to this appreciation here. And I wanted to just show this here. Okay, so let's have 7, 7, 1. Again, two sevens, because 7 is the serpent. We could say 7 really cuts hair. 3, 9, 1, 2, 5. So let's look at this. This is 10, this is 17, this is 20, this is 34, and this is 41, 48, 49. So this is 49. And of course, 4 plus 9 is 11. But there's something else that Spirit has taught us to do, to explore this 4-9. And that I am really appreciating. Remember, people, that, you know, just like I said in the Apocrypha video, if you haven't seen this, I think it's really a wonderful video in the sense of content that or revelation, because a lot of us have been asking, well, why was the 14 books so removed from the Apocrypha? But of course, we did the numerical values and stuff. And amazingly, you really want to see this video because it shows about the polarities where we see about the dark and the light, or the up and down. And that is why certain books were hidden even in plain sight, but they are hidden. They are not meant to be revealed at this time. So in the cycle of creation, there is a part or a point where everything seems to just boil to the surface, where it's like a milieu, like a soup. And those who are able to say, okay, well, this is a bit of carrot, this is a bit of celery, or whatever it is, then we can see or have the ability to identify each bit or each taste of whatever it is that makes up that soup. We are able to see the whole picture. And that's what has happened in this time from 2020. And we'll have a window of 4 years for sure, where everything that, you know, where there's a burial and something coming up again to the surface. So it is with that cultivating, like I did the last video, when you are doing all the gardening and everything like that, the cultivation, you are seeing everything is coming and rising to the surface. Like I just mentioned, like it was a soup, you could see everything. Of course, you had the surface before, and now you have the depth. And that's what we have, a window of 4 years, at least 4 years, where we are going to experience all this. So why not appreciate these wonderful revelations that we are having? Of course, some of them are not going to look really pretty, but of course, with appreciation, we'll be able to identify what it is we need to do, be, or have, and for this 5th dimension. So let us explore the number 49. And we could do that right here. So again, appreciate, APPRECIATE, and it equals 49. So what we are going to do here, because this is why Spirit has taught us now to do this single to get the real vibration or the real essence of the numerical value of what it is we need to do, be, or have. Now let's get this lighted, this light. I think I've done pretty well without it for the past few months, but so 4 FOUR equals, and for those of you who are new to numerology, may I encourage you to watch the links that I'm going to put down there and see how we have been working or constructing this whole thing that has been so enriching and so delicious. On that note, let's have a tea break. Oh, I've been on water now. I'm learning to drink more water. Okay, so it's 6639, and that's 24. So 2 plus 4 is 6. Now that also reminds me of the mantra or the spell that I spoke of earlier, when one of the gods, the Set god, said, "Let there be light," and there was light. So for the number 9, we also have the numerical value of 6. That means we have 6 plus 6, which is 12. And of course, that takes us perfect onto the mantra, "Let there be light." And of course, when we do this, we have the number 3. This is exactly what we have been speaking on. And this is really like synchronistic, because it's just appreciation revealing itself itself in its implicity. When we do the number 3, as you'll see, it equals 11, taking us back to the original value of 1, 1. Beautiful ignited souls. I've suddenly realized that I've left some major deliciousness out of this presentation, which I want to, because I've just been feeling like there's, my appetite for appreciation has expanded, and I need to really give you a little bit more of this deliciousness. Okay, so of course, I made mention about the 8-petal flower, but what I really wanted to show is to come back to the sacrifice template to show you how appreciation is, or where appreciation is actually positioned. Can you imagine? Okay, so as we had 4 and 9 showed us that was 13, which equals 4, and that represents your 4 seasons, your 4 pillars, your 4 elements, your 4 gospels, the 4 of 40 years in the desert, the 40 days of fasting and praying. But let's look at the making of the construct of number 4 through the number 13, as we have seen as with the Last Supper, where 13 is very prominent here. 9 showed us that was 13. Of course, wouldn't we say that that is the crux of the whole matter of Christianity, the number 13, although Christianity is 11, but we have seen it as 11. But I want to show you the deliciousness, people, because 4 plus 9 is 11, of course, but as I continue to show, there is a strong relationship. If we add this together is 2, or if you wanted to do the 1, 1 like I usually do, to show how the transformation actually happens, which is 16 plus 7, another 16 plus 7 plus 7 is 14, 1 plus 4 is 5. And so we see appreciate really puts you in a very good position of newness. That's what it is, because hey, you would be in this position, and that we appreciate not just other people, appreciate yourself too, because too often we have a lack of self-appreciation. And it is fair to say that appreciation, as number 4, is the building blocks for creation. Therefore, why not bring to mind images when we can think of our daily activities? You're going down the step, you are actually forming the 2 sevens, or you're doing something with your 2 arms or your elbows, you're actually forming that 7. Your heirs, you could say, call them, whatever it is. Try and acknowledge the gods in your image, and also within you, in your activities, in your words. Okay, so what I wanted to show them, very important that we get into a daily regime or practice of self-appreciation. And of course, by having that self-appreciation, you vibrate this energy out to others. In fact, they come to you. They want to know you. They want to be close to you. They don't even know why, but they just feel safe around you. And so that's because you have self-appreciation to love, to know, to appreciate, to have wisdom, to seek more than anything else, even if we have the other side of it that says, oh no, just stay there and have some more, chips or whatever it is. But then you would still be in that constant struggle. So for self-appreciation is key. And so we see, of course, the word key also equals 5. So I have showed a lot of things happening in here. This is why we have the caduceus again. They're the two serpents coming together. They're the medicine to show you how, to teach you the path. You know, if you were to see a serpent, a snake, you would run. And trust me, you would want to know where to run to have the a safe place, a safe haven. On the other hand, you might find it more beneficial to learn how to tame the serpent, tame the snake, so you can feel safe at all times. To do that, however, is to learn about the serpents. Likewise, it's the same that is required of us to learn about the 14 gods. So, let's show you again with the same story of Jesus Christ. Tea break. With the story of the sacrifice template or appreciate, it'd be interesting to see how many letters are here as well. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect number, male and female, right there. But what about if we just cancel out some that has been duplicated? Then that would be 7. So 7 is very significant as number of creation. Also, the word 7 equals 2, perfectly reflecting the value of number 11 as even the created God equals 11. So to appreciate is foundational for creation. Appreciation is always bringing a new aspiration in your activities, in your words. Okay, so what I wanted to show you as well is the correlation with the number 2, because we had 11 as 2. We could say that TWO, which is 2, because we want to show you the connection. This is why in the story of Jesus Christ, the crucifixion, Jesus, is not the only person who dies. Actually, there is Judas as well, but we are told there are also 2 thieves, so we can see that number 4 is there. And so this is what we are seeing, that 2, the 2 that is above, if you like. Remember, there was one in the story of the crucifixion, if Jesus is seen as the good, and of course there were 2 thieves, one on either side. But when the mother pleads to Jesus, when you get to heaven, can you ensure my son gets a place at the right hand of the throne? Something like that. Whatever. So one son, I think, was perceived as better than the other or something to that effect. So I'm just saying, but there is 4, the number 4, and this is how we see. So you could say 2, there were 2 pairs. 2 pairs or 2 couples, whatever 2 is happening right there, but 2 happens like this. And 2 is actually 13. That's why we had so much death as well in 2020. So we could see that the word appreciate is that you are leaving something, or there's a death aspect to something that you, of course, have alleviated to appreciating. So something dies, or a notion of an attitude, a notion of a perspective, or whatever it is, and you alleviate your perception, your idea, or whatever it is, so you appreciate. So this is really a wonderful, I just had to come back in this while editing. I'm thinking, oh, but I've left the most delicious part out, you know. Okay, so the number 11 as well, if we did the numerical value for the word 11, which of course this equals 11, ELEVEN, we see again that it gives us a point of evening up, where we come equal. But to come equal, you have to come from a point, not just being where something's just laid, you know, because there's no movement. It's that you or someone else or some situation or something, there's an elevation or a different perspective or a higher perspective of something, and then there's even. But of course, we have Mother Eve in here, which is representing again, this is the 14 gods, because the mother of all living, which also equals 14, as though it would the Caduceus, the two serpents right here in the middle here. So, of course, this is the L God, which I will be exploring more on the L God. But the L God, without the E, is the one who started and said, let there be light. Is the God of language right there, which equals 8. So 8, you could see, it's like saying, okay, we have this 8 and we're breaking. We want to see something else and break that, whatever it is. And so if we did this, 14 plus 5 again, here we have another, this is 20. 20 would be to even things or level or, you know, this is what it is. 20 is actually the word equal or the word road. So this is what we mean right here. And that's what death is about as well. So we had death. There's and even in the process of death, there is a form of process that's happening. It's like where you are maturing in something, you are being sculptured, you are being molded, you are being transformed. The path of transformation is a process that happens. So in 13, of course, this is where again I continue to say that there was 13 people at the Last Supper. And so the 13 at the Last Supper, at the table, where everyone seated at a table, even if they say there is the head of the table, but everyone, the physical placement or structure or design of a table tells you everyone at the table is on equal par. Hand reaching over to hand, words speaking directly, and all of those things are happening at the table. The table, everyone is able to reach. And so there's equal. The word equal, EQUAL, is 5, 8, 3, 1, 3. And this is 12, 15, 20. So this is what we are talking about. Everyone, this is what happened again in 2020. No one could be laughing at anyone else in 2020. You know, death comes and it couldn't be bothered whether you had money or not or anything like that. You know, so 2020, that's the kind of thing. So to appreciate has two aspects. It's like it's showing you that, of course, it's letting you know in retrospect that there is an aspect of it that, of course, has got polarities of depreciation. If there is appreciation, likewise there could be depreciation. So, or something had not been. So there's something, or you had reached a level where there was depreciation and now you are in appreciation of something. So I felt, of course, as number 11, which also equals Jesus, is 11, and we have seen that's how Jesus had his 1 came to be the Christ, Christ. And of course, this is how we had transformation. With transformation, of course, I think the word transformation might also mean 11, but we won't do this now. We're going to do the word wisdom, which is 11. And of course, we have seen all that, how it comes to Christ, or the word universe, which also equals 5. So, and just to show you the position here again, with appreciation, this is where you come alive. With number 5 in the new, this is it here. Now, if you were with 4, of course, this is giving you a perspective as number 13, 1 plus 3 is 4, where you are in development. No, but the other thing at the table where you become equal as bonded, here with number 2, forming the bee. I call it the beehive right here. So you would be in this column. This is the column I call of impregnation, incubation, and so on. A lot of things happen in 13. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, leave your comments and suggestions, whatever you'd like, and hit that notification bell. Yes. and stay ignited.